Once upon a time, in a world spinning with the sounds of machines and the dust of the city, there was a young couple. They were not poor in terms of money, but they were impoverished in spirit. They were children of the digital age, yet they longed for the breath of the mountains and forests. "This city has nothing but pressure," the husband sighed, gazing out the window where the horizon was obscured by skyscrapers. "We need a true refuge, a place where we not only live, but also live in harmony with all beings," the wife replied, her sparkling eyes holding a wild dream. And then, a bold idea emerged, almost a madness. They decided to give up everything and seek a secluded valley, where a peaceful lake lay at the foot of the mountains. They would not build a house by the lake. They would build a house on the lake. From the very first day, they vowed, this house would have no electrical wires, no engines, no dependence on the outside world. It had to be a floating ecosystem, a living entity. The first challenge was not architecture, but befriending the water's surface. They spent an entire month just observing. How does the water flow? From which direction does the wind blow strongest? How does the water level change with rain and sunshine? They needed the house to breathe with the lake. The foundation, also known as the floating carpet, was the first secret. No plastic or cold metal floats. They meticulously gathered mature bamboo, considered the backbone of Eastern tradition, treated it to resist mold, and then woven thousands of bamboo stalks into gigantic rafts. This connection had to be both sturdy and flexible. When tested, this floating raft could gently bob with the waves, like a resting fish, rather than a heavy object pushed by the water. To keep the house from drifting, they used massive, original mountain stones, weighing tons, tied with hemp rope, and dropped as anchors. The house was held in place, but not completely fixed. It was allowed to move gently within its safe circle, like a mother rocking her sleeping child. Once the foundation was solid, the real adventure began. This was when they had to renounce all the conveniences of the 21st century. "We will saw our own wood," the husband declared, and thus the sharp hand saw began to resonate, replacing the roar of machines. Each beam, each post was a lesson in patience. Sweat soaked through, but in the rhythmic sound of the saw, they found a new rhythm for their lives. Even more wonderful was the assembly technique. Not a single iron nail was used. They relearned the ancient carpentry art, mortise and tenon joints. The wooden joints were carved so precisely that they fit together like two praying hands. This structure was not only durable and beautiful, but also an absolute tribute to natural materials. Wood could expand and contract with the seasons. These joints served as the house's natural safety valves. The roof was not just a shelter from the rain. They designed it as a rainwater harvesting system, channeling clean water into storage tanks beneath the floor, ensuring a supply of drinking and utility water. Then, they covered the roof with leaves or dry grass. The house acquired an organic hair, insulating while allowing it to breathe, keeping cool in summer and warm in winter. The greatest mystery of the floating house was the area for biological regeneration. "We cannot waste, we must regenerate," the wife said. So they created a perfect cycle. They built net compartments under the house to raise fish. Then they constructed vegetable beds, not on the ground, but on the floor, using charcoal, coconut husks, and treated lake mud as growing medium. Every morning they used a small hand pump to draw water from the fish compartment, rich in nutrients, to irrigate the vegetables. The fish nourished the plants, and the plants nourished the people. To complete the perfect loop, they also crafted wooden beehives from leftover wood, placing them in the corner of the porch. The honeybees became tireless pollination engineers, ensuring that the flower and vegetable beds around the house were always laden with fruit. This house needed no light switches, for everything operated on living energy, the power of the sun, the flowing water, and tiny creatures. When you see the intricately carved wooden latch or the rice sieve carved to sort grains, you understand that the absence of machines is not a lack, it is a declaration of self-sufficiency. This story is not just about building a house. It is a journey back to seek the purpose of life, proving that with skill and a connection to tradition, humans can create a prosperous, sustainable, and adventurous life, even while gently floating on the serene lake. What a grand dream!